All right, a little bonus on the bonus.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
bonus. And listen, man, we love them end of year bonuses.
We love an end of year bonuses. Just when you thought we were away, we actually are back with a bonus episode. Something to hold you over before 2023 ends. Because you know what? We're not projecting towards 2023 anymore. We're looking towards 2024.
We're looking
You were
towards the
two,
future.
absolutely. You're 2008, and I'm 2000 and late, or whatever the Black Eyed Peas says. By the way, worst song of all time. Boom Boom Pow might go up in one of the worst songs of all time. Just a heads up.
I'm not. No, I'm for that. That was a
Boom
really
Boom
bad
Boom
song.
Boom Pow was a really bad song.
I know
I
what. We can get into this a completely another time, but I really do not like the fact that sometimes people be like, "Man, you gotta listen to Black Eyed Peas when they first came out." Like, no, they've
no,
always sucked to me. They've
nah. There's
always been
no.
ass. There's not a single good Black Eyed Peas song.
If that's what you sound like when you sell out, I don't know what you. I don't want to know what you
Yeah.
sound like when you sell it. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, we have a lot of stuff for this bonus one. This is going to be our most anticipated anime of 2024. Um, I would feel like this list actually became a lot more bountiful in the last like maybe 7 days.
I mean,
Because I
even
think
the
if you
day that we record this, there was some good news about what's dropping next year. So
And to be honest, there's still more news of stuff to come that as we're recording this, we will not have known. But by the time this released, probably more stuff will have come out. So we're just going to do it in anticipation of like, hey, we're anticipating this. Will it happen? Not sure. Hopefully it happens. But there's a bunch of things that are coming out. I think what we're going to do is, since this is a bonus, this is not really a full length jazz right here. We're going to get into kind of like just brief discussions, kind of like talking about it, maybe our anticipation level for this. Um, and the first thing I want to talk about, probably the thing that actually came out most recently, as we're recording this, that came out today, is Dragon Ball. I mean, Dragon Ball. Whew, Demon Slayer. Dragon Ball's on the list though. Demon Slayer's Hashira training arc. Um, I would say this is anticipated because it's Demon Slayer, but
obviously.
but realistically, I'm not anticipating it that much.
No, I mean they are doing a great job. I don't know what is Demon Slayer's like marketing team is like. I don't know what
It's
they
get the bag entertainment.
yeah, for real, because they know how to sell some shit, don't they? They
Yeah,
are hyping this whole arc up. You're getting another theatrical release. They're doing an hour long episode special. I don't know. They just do a great job of building up around stuff, and even if it doesn't like even storyline wise, if it's not the most exciting thing they just get you to buy in. But if you read the manga, you know that this arc isn't nothing too crazy happens.
I feel
So
like it's fan servicey because you get to see all your favorite Hashiras in one place.
yeah,
Um,
definitely. You get to see them like train and pull out like secret techniques that they've been working on and
right, but this is the most notable for anything that's notable in this arc. One, I would say, is like if you're a fan of Giyu, you'll enjoy this because it features a lot of him and gets a lot more into his character. And then also, this is the prelude for the end.
yes.
Um, this is the training arc. The ending is so crazy that yes, they needed to have a whole entire training arc for this. So, Demon Slayer's Hashira training arc. Okay, someone's alarm is going off. Hold on for a second. Uh, I'll edit it in post. Um, with that said, next one we got up. This one's new, but we've been fans of this manga for quite some time. Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, it's gonna translate well to anime format. I think uh I'm gonna be more looking forward to what type of animation style they use. I know they've released some key visuals, right?
Yeah, no, they actually released a whole ass trailer.
Yeah,
I
there's a
think
whole
there's
last trailer. Yeah, there's a whole last trailer. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be excited to see what they do with it. Sometimes trailers can be deceiving. Sometimes you see a trailer, they send a trailer, and it'll
Kaiju
um,
number. I think it's gonna be popular just based off of the story of it all and the fact that it's like, again, this is like, I feel like, what would you say, like, if you like this you will like this? Like, what would you say that to Kaiju number 8? Like, what is like the closest?
I wouldn't even say something closest, but to be honest, if you just like the general like shonen right now, you're gonna like Kaiju number 8.
Okay. All right.
I think it falls into that category. I don't think it does anything too crazy. I don't think it does anything like really special. But
it's not like war. Like if you like war things, or you like
yeah,
Gundam, or like if you like,
no, it has some twists and some turns. It got a little bit of mystery to the plot. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's definitely it's just gonna work well with kind of the current things that are running right now. It's gonna work well and alongside. Like I said, it's a shonen-y shonen, but I think just the storylines and the things that they play with, it fills in some gaps in terms of like, you know, working with kaijus and working, you know, in like the weapon system and the power system in there. So it's some fun stuff like integrated. Like there's some mecha stuff, but there's like some weaponry, you know, like so there's some fun stuff in there.
it should be a fun for all. I think it's going to come out in the spring. Also coming out in the spring, or returning rather in the spring, is My Hero Academia season 7. I did not anticipate this so soon, to be honest with you. But then I also feel like a dumbass because My Hero Academia has dropped something literally every year. So I was like, maybe I should have.
I think they got a movie next year too.
Yeah, right? I think so. I mean, that's the word. That's the word on the street. I don't know how you fit a movie within all this other things. I actually don't know, but season 7 is going to be interesting because it picks up with the Star and Stripe arc, which I think is going to be tremendous in terms of like, hopefully it'll be a visual
spectacle,
thing. Right? But again,
that's going to be like probably 2 episodes.
Nah, it's maybe 3.
Maybe 3. See, maybe 3. It's gonna be a short one, but it's got good stuff in there.
Yeah, I think this season is. We're approaching the end very, very quickly, and I think it's tying up a lot of loose knots. I'm interested to see if they take from the Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 kind of like format, because I know this was supposed to be like, the ending was supposed to come sooner, so a lot of things were rushed. So I'll be interested to see if they actually take their time and maybe flesh out things with some a little bit more anime original content or explanations for things. Because it was supposed to be rushed towards the end as we got to this part in the manga, and you can feel the pace starting to pick up actually when we hit this part of the manga. But then as we got to the actual war thing, which I think we should be able to see in season 7, I think once it picked up there, it started to like gain its footing and gain its pace again. So I'm looking forward to this. Another new one that's going to come out, I can't particularly announce this, but I can't particularly pronounce this rather, but Dan Da Dan, is that it?
Yeah.
Dan Da Dan. Okay. It's gotten all the praise from AD.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe because there's a lot of A's and D's in it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's narcissistic. I can see him.
Listen, explain it a little bit if you can.
Just watch it. It's like
I'll lay out the plot.
Is there a?
I'll read the wiki plot. Yes, I'll read the wiki plot.
Read the wiki plot, and then because even the wiki plot, I feel like won't capture the foolishness that happens in this damn manga. But
the genre says action, romantic comedy, and supernatural thriller. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The plot says Momo Ayase is a high school girl who believes in ghosts but not aliens, while her classmate Okaruron believes in aliens but not ghosts. Wow, very Dharma and Greg. In a bet to determine who's correct, they two decide to separately visit locations associated with both occult and supernatural. Ayase's visiting the former and the boys visiting the latter. When the two reach their respective places, it turns out they were both half right. Both aliens and ghosts do exist. It's got the same production team as the Scott Pilgrim series that launched on Netflix, which we love.
Yeah. I think now Don might steal the show next year.
It might.
I know. I'm high on it. I really do think it's gonna get well received. I think that the storyline, um, just in general, is just really captivating and it's funny and like you legit just want to watch more.
And here's the thing about most anime now, especially in 2024. Everything looks fucking amazing. And if you're not looking amazing, you're not it. So I think even the bare minimum, we saw the trailer a little bit as it was released, and that looked incredible. So um, I'm looking forward to this one. It's I haven't read anything about it. I haven't seen anything about it. I was recommended to read it so many different times. I was like, I'll get to it, and then never got to it. So I'm looking forward to it, and see everything that we can get from there. Another one that is coming up in 2024, Dragon Ball Daima. It is the fun, quirky little brother of the Dragon Ball series. We saw the trailer. We talked about it extensively earlier in the season. Um, I still say it's anticipated, but I feel like it'll be better once we see it than what most people are giving it credit for.
Dragon Ball works, bro. End of the
Yeah.
day, Dragon Ball just fucking works. Toriyama,
Yeah.
they already know what the fuck they're doing over there, regardless of how I feel about the series or anyone feels about the series. Of that fact, that shit works. So somehow, some way, people are gonna tap in. People are gonna be watching it. People are gonna be talking about it. Shit, I'm gonna be watching it and talk about it. And regardless of, like, it's gonna get to a point where, like, even if I don't like it, I'm gonna hate watch it. So, end of the day, like, eyes are gonna be on it. It's gonna perform well.
So we got another one. I would say this is a big eyes fave. This is a lookout fave. This is everything of the fave. It was officially announced this year, so we are going to be seeing the debut of Blue Box. It's Romance Hours. This is a natural. This is Love and Basketball, but with
badminton
and basketball,
and basketball, yeah.
But in anime form, kind of.
LBNB,
yeah, a little bit, LBNB. We love this. We've talked about this before on the podcast, but if you're not familiar yet, the series focuses on Taiki Inomata, student at a junior high school who's a member of the boys' badminton team. Every morning he trains alongside his upperclasswoman and fellow crush, Chinatsu Kano, who's on the girls' basketball team. However, Chinatsu moves in with Taiki's family when her parents leave to Japan to work abroad. With Chinatsu now live with him, Taiki aims to slowly develop his relationship with her as they both strive to make it to the national championship with their respective teams. So they both got goals, but they also got goals with each other. Kind of, it's an interesting.
How relationships gotta be, bro.
Listen, it's taking the relationship aspect and putting it right in your face. I would say the manga did a great job at building intrigue every chapter. From moving from one to the next, like, oh, will they hold hands? Will they? Oh, they're holding hands. Like, it's every moment.
It builds it up. It builds up the intensity. You just buy it. You just, oh, shit, I want to see y'all win.
Whereas in real life, that it never moves. It's like, all right, well, listen, now we talking on the phone for hours, and the next day, you're doing a bunch of things you shouldn't be doing. But Blue Box is here to say, like, take it slow down. I'm just trying to get to know you. Very Bobby V. Imagine if that was the theme song, Bobby V, Slow Down. Slow down. Blue Box, we're looking forward to it.
Yes, big time.
The next one that is coming up, Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, Part 3. People complained about Attack on Titan. They said, listen, you got too many parts. What's going on here? Bleach gets away with Part 3. What's the stitch on that? At
least their parts are multiple episodes, so it feels like more like a season within a season.
What are you talking about? We just had 4 years of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, and it was like in the last parts, which was all fucking movies and extra long episodes.
All right, well, listen,
man. I'm not gonna say anything bad about either or. At this point, get it how you live.
All I'm saying is Bleach There's Bleach in 2022, there's Bleach in 2023, and there's Bleach in 2024. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It was Attack on Titan 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Listen. How are we to know Bleach is going to end in 2023?
They probably won't. Probably run until 2025. We're gonna be real. How the money looking shit. Listen, Disney cut that check.
Listen, Disney says, listen, y'all Crunchyroll, y'all ain't getting this one.
Niggas don't know what happens when you sign that Disney contract.
By the way, I unsubscribed to Hulu, so I just have to watch this like we used to back in the day. But I also have not caught up to Bleach. Yeah, I did. Damn. I know it's a tough beat, but we live in a tough world currently.
I don't pay for my Hulu, so
see, that's shout out to you. I was paying for my Hulu. Speaking of stuff that'll probably end up on Hulu if it does premiere. So now actually, you know what? There's a couple more things before we get into the stuff. Hold on, wait, we might have a special guest. Let's see. AD, you're here.
I need some theme music.
No, you don't.
We'll do that in post.
You don't need that theme music. Nigga think he Batman?
AD, how long have you been here?
I just got here. I ain't even gonna hold you. I literally just got here.
Okay, all right, great. we were talking about Bleach.
Good series.
Yeah, actually, all right. Well, listen, we're doing our most. This segment.
Meelz is mad because Bleach is getting a part 3, and he's like, "How are they getting no slack?" And AOT got slack for doing a part 3 and all these parts. And I'm like, at least Bleach is dropping multiple episodes on these parts, so these parts feel like seasons.
That's a fact. Even though it's technically supposed to be all one thing, yeah. I think they have been.
This doesn't sound different than Attack on Titan season 4 to me. I don't know.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference, though. Here's the main difference, right? They did it 4 times. They re-rocked final season, part 1, part 2, part 3. They didn't do anything but just say 1,000-year Blood War arc.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what are you talking about?
It's the final season, part 18.
Call it the rumbling or something, man. Like, shit.
All right.
I'm just saying.
I disagree highly. I think this is a big bias that we're talking about here, and I think I'm
just saying,
the final season is enough, to be honest with you. With that said, our next little bit on most anticipated of 2024. By the way, AD, we've talked about Kaiju number 8 and Demon Slayer, and we'll talk about Dandadan. You love it, but we good?
Yeah, there you go. You're the Dandadan expert.
Oh man, I wish we could have been talking about what things that are upcoming for 2024. But Dandadan
this is it.
I'm saying, man, it's finally here. I want you guys to know that if you have never read Dandadan, you might need to tap in now. It is probably the most. I don't even know what to call it. You know how Fujimoto gives you that zany shit with Chainsaw Man and how we get,
of course.
You know? But with Dandadan, it's more set in a reality like high school hijinks. You know what I'm saying? Like a boy who believes in aliens, you know, and a girl who believes in spirits. Mostly because like she grew up around spirits with their grandma and everything like that. But then they come to. They cross paths and want to prove to each other which one is more real, and they find out both of them is real. So you know, it goes from there. You got mech fights. You got I don't even know how to describe it, man. It's so much in that series, and I think you guys are gonna love it. Meelz, I think you're really gonna love it if you tap in for real. At least the manga. The manga is probably.
I gotta tap into the manga, but I haven't. Yeah. I've been procrastinating, but I'm gonna wait till this holiday break so we can have some new stuff to talk about. But just kind of like continuing to go through this list for 2024. Jamal, one of your favorites, Classroom of the Elite, is returning at the top of the year for season 3.
Yes.
What are we looking forward to with season 3? What's the draw?
Oh shit! How the fuck did season? Because season 2 ended with him beating up the
class 1. Yeah.
And now his class, but it's Man, listen, a lot of niggas beefing right now. That's all you need to know.
Mhm.
There's a lot of schemes in play right now. It's
Main
someone,
character is really something that shit.
someone major got taken out at the end of season 2. So now the power shift is changing. The power shift in the school is changing. And my son, like a lot of his backstory and his past is kind of catching up to him a little bit. So you got, he's trying to stay on top of that. You got to tap in. You got to tap into those first two seasons. Like, this is one of those like animes where low key you got to watch every episode, because every episode got some shit in it where you gotta pay attention to how everything plays out and how the dice just end up rolling in some people's favor and how it doesn't, but how my boy being behind the scenes be pulling strings. You gotta watch it.
Okay. All right. I'm here with it. Another one, Solo Leveling, is making its debut in 2024. What's the Solo Leveling?
I mean, that got to be the biggest manhwa of.
It's probably there's also Tower of God, but they said it's coming 2024. Solo Leveling though.
Tower of God is not on this list.
I'm getting for right reason. But for Solo Leveling is a really good manhwa. It's very short. It gets to the point. You get to see the main character come up out of nothing, you know what I'm saying, in a world where you're technically not supposed to level up, but he does the grind himself from the bottom, it pushes himself to the limit. It's a really engrossing series, but there are kind of moments where you see similarities to something like Hunter x Hunter. And, I think if you like Hunter x Hunter and you want to get into a manhwa or a webtoon, this is probably the one to go. You'll see the similarities, but you'll also see like the skills, the level ups, the boy coming from the grind just to tap into the powers of the darkness when he hits the first arise moment and he man, listen.
All right. Listen.
It's a very good series, man. I think we're gonna be surprised for it.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it just based off of that description. The next one we got coming up is Mission Yozakura Family. More spies. Yeah. We got more spies and stuff. Spies is very hot right now, apparently.
Family hijinks.
Yeah. Feel good stuff. Feel good stuff is in. People love to feel good.
Okay, I like that. Speaking of feeling good, sports anime, Rising Impact, coming to Netflix. This is something that was originally a manga in the late 90s, and now it's fully being adapted for Netflix because Netflix, listen, they find out you haven't had your anime adapted yet. They're like, oh, word?
They tapping into the backlog, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Like, what they just had Sandland come out this year from a Toriyama, I didn't even know about that series, and we're seeing a lot more coming out from the woodworks. Like, I think
don't let them get a hands on Promised Neverland. You know what I'm saying? Netflix might be the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, live action Yu Yu Hakusho this week.
Hey, I heard it's 5. You know what? It is. By the time this comes out, it would already have come out. Unfortunately. So we'll leave our thoughts for the new year. But yeah, Rising Impact.
I mean, Netflix in general this year has had a crazy year. Like they've released so much. It's just like you said, so much low key stuff, and it's all been amazing. I mean, shit, Pluto is on mine. It gotta be in my top.
Listen, we good. 2024. Let's say this is 2024.
It's 2024. Okay.
Just 2024.
I'm just giving Netflix their praise though. They've been doing really good, and so I think that Rising, like I have high hopes for Rising. But
all right, the next few ones are question marks for now. But I anticipate that we'll either hear news or something will release in 2024. I am speaking about Sakamoto Days, which. But actually, probably by the time you hear this, we'll know any kind of announcement regarding the series. But the mere fact that they're holding a panel with a voice actor seems very like in the direction of like, oh, okay, this is going to be happening. Next question mark. More Dr. Stone.
Oh yuck, that's gross.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But we're closing in on the end. Relax. We're
going to the new world, baby.
Yeah, the newest world. But I don't know. I will talk. We'll leave Doctor Stone 2023
Hey
talking
D, you want to
2023.
take over my co-host spot when y'all start getting
Stone talk. Sure.
Stone
Yeah.
talk? Yeah, y'all can do the
Hey
Stone
man,
talk.
we can do that. Hey, let's do it.
One Punch Man season 3 also question mark. Honestly, we've heard about it since I think 2022. We have not heard any kind of updates regarding it. All we know is Mappa's working on it, but Mappa's working on everything else. So I would imagine there's a lot to. Yeah, I would imagine there's also a lot to do with IP, with carrying a lot of things over. I think we had a little bit of a break between Attack on Titan season 3 and then Attack on Titan season 4 because they moved to a new studio, i.e. Mappa. So I would imagine there's a lot of like groundwork you got to do with it, with essentially like redrawing characters, redrawing everything, kind of like making sure all your legal shit is in order. So One Punch Man season 3, I'm gonna leave a question mark there. Last question mark that I hope becomes an exclamation point. Chainsaw Man season 2. We've heard rumblings of a movie, which I would not be mad at. We've heard rumblings of a series, which I would not be mad at. But considering how Chainsaw Man the manga is doing, Chainsaw Man season 2, we need it sooner than later. But again, it's another Mappa thing, so who knows when we're gonna get it? To be honest with you, but Chainsaw Man season 2, it's the goods. You know, new devil, new romance, new people dying. I'm looking forward to that. So that's kind of. Did anything I miss 2024 that you're looking forward towards anime? I think everything got really spicy within the last month with all of its announcements.
2024.
You missed the first FAD, but we talked about a bunch of other things that you probably missed.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm trying to think. 2024. What else? Is that Gundam movie coming out next year?
In theaters?
No, not in theaters. On Netflix. Another Netflix joint.
Hey,
let me check let me see what they said. It's early on my timeline. I know that for a fact. We're supposed to be getting another Gundam series next year anyways.
All right. Listen, hopefully they'll be kinder towards same-sex relationships with this
Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance coming soon, only on Netflix. So it doesn't give us an actual
right.
date,
We can put the question mark at the end of that.
Yeah, but coming soon, I'm sure next year.
Absolutely. Okay. Listen, our most anticipated of 2024. I think you guys got that to look forward to. The Lookout will be back in 2024, and we'll be touching a lot of things, to be honest with you. So make sure you guys stay tuned, stay ready. And yeah, we'll be back in 2024 with more of The Lookout. Take care.